Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Sexton II. It's the Tier 3 British SPG and it's located on the south spawn of Abbey and it's being commanded by Talon 1958. It's another of his replays and I think this one is going to be rather interesting. Well, what can I tell you about the Sexton II? Well, it was a modification of the Grizzly, which is the Canadian version of the Sherman tank, the M4, and it carries a 25-pounder gun. Now, the 25-pounder is a howitzer that was devised by the British and used for most of the war. The British had plenty of howitzer shells, so they preferred to have a 25-pounder on the Sexton rather than the 105mm gun, which of course is found on the Priest and other US artillery. Okay, now we've got an enemy has been spotted. It's a Panzer 1C. He's inside the Abbey grounds already. He managed to sneak in without being seen. Unfortunately, from that position, it's very difficult to hit him. If he comes around that corner, we can. Difficult shot. Yep, I think he's going to hit the building rather than hit the Panzer 1C from that position. Yep, he did hit the building. It's difficult to tell sometimes. You have to tease the line. You have to do what Talon did, which is actually test to see where the red line appears on the aiming point to see exactly where the shell will actually interrupt with something. Okay, we've got G-Heart and the BT2. Well, the BT2's gone down. He's been taken out already by the Panzer 4A. And then we've got a Striv M38. Oh, and he's gone, taken out by the... no, it's taken out by the Swedish tank destroyer, the FM42. Okay, we've got a Panzer S35. Now that's a fairly dangerous, heavily armed version, a German version of the Sumur S35. He got a good hit there. But there's a whole bunch of enemy tanks sitting in the Abbey courtyard. And unfortunately, there's nobody stopping the S35 from coming down, so it looks like, to me, like Talon's going to relocate, because they've managed to conquer most of the west side of the map. If he stays where he was, he's likely to be taken out by the enemy. Although there's a Panzer 38H, an M7 Priest and various other tanks in the cap area, it's safer for him to be somewhere where he can fire back at the cap to attack the S35 and that M14. There they are, there's the M14. He's actually appeared at the gateway to the River Road, and Talon's setting himself up so he can shoot from here, up on the heights. That's it's extending his aim. That rock is in the way, unfortunately. There's the Panzer 38H, that's the Mini Mouse. It's a Tier 2 tank, another adaptation of the French tank, and the H-35, but it's slightly stronger on the armour. Okay, you can see he's trying to get those tanks, fires around it, gets a lovely hit there on the M14. That's the Tier 2 Italian medium, and the Panzer 38H takes him out. And he's loaded again. Can he get a shot on that Panzer S35? Well, it's very difficult. I think he'd hit that rock before he'd hit the S35. Well, the Panzer 38H is going around the corner. That's probably not a wise move because, yeah, unfortunately, he's just been taken out by the S35. The S35 is actually quite good. I know a lot of people say it's fairly easy to perforate, but it's actually stronger than the Sumur S35. Chinese try and get a shot at the S35, and that's a dangerous thing to do as well. That genie could end up as toast, you might say. Now, Talon's looking elsewhere for targets at the moment. Yep, we lost the genie. That was predictable. Okay, he's looking for where the Arty might be located. There's various bushes around the cap area. And he's fired around in at that bush. That's a fairly good guess that the enemy will be there. He might be able to get a shot at this Panzer 1C now. It's just behind that house, but if he moves closer, he would get close enough to actually splash There's not much splash from a 25 pounder. There was in real life, but not in the game. But he might be able to get a shell close enough that it would explode next door to the Panzer 1C. Now that one hit the building as well. There's the S-35 again. He's moved south, trying to get round the corner. Here he comes. Round out. Oh, kill shot. Saved the M7 Priest. Because that S-35 was definitely going for that M7 Priest. But he saved his neck. And that M7 Priest now owes Talon a pint. Now, Panzer 1C, he's only got 20 hit points left. He's not going to survive a near miss. Splash will probably kill him. He's a one-shot for anyone who can get a shot at him. Well, we've lost sight of him temporarily. Now that shot went into the building there. I'm glad that Wargaming does have destructible buildings now, because there are so many buildings. Oh, somebody knocked a tree down. That tells us that there's somebody there, and he's probably using those bushes for cover. Fires a round in. There's no result from that explosion, but I'm pretty sure that something knocked that tree down, so I think there's an enemy tank there. He's indicating his target to his teammates. He's having a look at the other side of that building there. Could be that they knocked that tree down on their way over here, and he hits the building. These trees over here are also used by Arty. There's 3 Arty on the enemy team still outstanding, and 1 medium tank. And the medium tank's a D1. It's that French. It's not a medium tank actually. It's a light tank, but it should be a medium tank. The D1 is actually quite a strong, heavily armoured light tank. Fires into the bushes on the other side of the rock. Another well-known Arty hiding place. Is he going to look at that dip? There's another. Yep, there's the bunch over there. There's some more trees that normally act as hiding places for Arty, and the dip below as well. He's got plenty of ammo. That's one of the good things about the Sexton II. You've got plenty of ammo to play with, so you can do test shots. You can fire into bushes that you think might contain the enemy and see if you can get a hit. Well, the M7 Priest has made his way all the way down to the enemy cap, and he hasn't been attacked yet. Although the D1 was last seen by those houses near the lighthouse. So that would tend to indicate the D1 is actually on this side of the map, the west side of the map. And if so, we'll probably find that we'll see him very shortly. Well, Talon's going to go down, head back down from the heights. There's nobody threatening the cap at the moment. There's the D1, he's been seen. Okay, Talon stops immediately to aim. He's come up into the cap area, the M7 Priest retreats, and there's the enemy Arty at the other end. Oh, we lost the M7 Priest. He's aiming on the D1. You can see the destruction caused by the D1. Round goes in, doesn't get a hit. But we can see the M7 Priest from the enemy team, and a Bison has been spotted. There's the D1 again. Okay, he realigns his aim, going for the D1. Cruises the other side. Oh my god, he's just been hit by the FTBS. He's behind him. My god, the FTBS must have driven all the way around. There he is. He's come down the west side of the map, and he shot Talon in the rear, and he's just taken another hit. That's 2 hits he's taken. If he keeps going like this, we'll end up with a Stark's medal. FTBS is actually quite accurate, and another shell lands nearby. The only thing is with the FTBS is you need to get direct hits really to make it count. Splashes are not good enough. Okay, the Lloyd GC on our team is moving towards the cap. Now the enemy D1 has actually been taken out. He was taken out in the meanwhile by the Cruiser 3. So we've just got the FTBS, the M7 Priest and the Bison to worry about now. And I think directly we've got the M7 Priest and the Bison because they are closest at this moment to this cap. So it looks to me like Talon's going to head towards the far end or far side of the tap, as far away from the enemy as he can. So they've got to get close to actually see him. He's actually going to hide behind the rock. And now he can hit the Bison from here. And he's aiming for him. 15 centimeter gun on that Bison. Good shot there. 124 hit points, direct hit. Oh, you saw the shell arc in. And he's aiming for the Bison again. And he takes him out this time. 6 hit points, but it finishes that dangerous threat off. Now that Bison was probably one of the few tanks could actually take out Talon with one shot. The Priest probably do the same. He's only got a 105mm gun. Oh, that one overshot. The Priest is coming in. Now the Priest is actually also based on the M3 chassis, but he can't shoot when he's in defilade with that ridgeline. Now it looks like Talon's relocating to avoid the M7 Priest shells, or to get a better angle, but the Priest has actually been taken out by the Lloyd GC, would you believe it? And we're still capping. Now presumably the others are now going to go and try and get the FTBS. It's the last remaining enemy. Now we last saw him in this area. I think he was actually on the downslope, so he was on that pathway on the way down. So I don't think he'll be there, but if anything, I think the enemy FTBS is probably near the cap, and he's capped out, so he's won. And he capped out all alone, would you believe it? So I think that means he's picked up a medal. So let's have a look at the end of battle results. And it's a first class tanker for Talon 1958 in the Sexton II. He also picked up a Stark's medal. I thought he might actually. He took more than 2 hits from that Sexton, from that FTBS. Lost a lot of his own hit points, and of course he did get 2 kills of his own and survived to win the battle. So he fulfilled all the criteria to get a Stark's medal. And because he capped out and got at least 80 capture points, in fact he got 100 capture points, he ends up with the Invader medal as well. So pretty good result. He got a win 8 of 2, 3, 4, 1 from that battle. Let's have a look at team scores. Well, he got the highest damage, 357 hit points of damage during that battle. He also got joint highest number of kills too on his own team, because there was 4 of them who managed to do that, although the S-35 and the Bison on the enemy team managed to get 3 kills apiece. When it came to base XP, he came second with 434. The Cruiser 3 managed to get 478 altogether. So let's have a look at detailed. Well, he fired 22 rounds. He fired very few of the total number of rounds carried by the Sexton. It's a huge number of rounds it actually does carry. But he got 5 direct hits, 5 penetrations, did damage of 357 hit points, of which 227 were at more than 300 meters. He spotted 1 enemy vehicle, that was the FTBS. He damaged 3 of the enemy, killed 2 of them, and he did damage assistance of 30 hit points. And actually he managed to get 93 cap points. He didn't get 100 cap points. One of the his other teammates managed to sneak in and get 7 of those at the end of the game. On a premium account, he earned 12,672 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, and remember these shells are really cheap, he ended up with 10,094 credits. He received 651 XP, but it was times 2 for the first victory, so he took away 1,302 XP altogether. So a very good result actually, and he took the right action. The moment he got spotted by that FTBS, rather than sticking around to try and shoot it out with the FTBS, he retreated as quickly as he could. And the Sexton II can move fairly fast. If he'd actually stayed where he was and just tried to turn around and hit the FTBS, more than likely the FTBS would have taken him out. He'd already suffered 2 hits, and turning around to fight the FTPS probably would have been the wrong decision, but he did the right thing. He got to the other end and he capped out to win for his team. So congratulations, Talon. Very good battle in the end. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.